All right, my name is Ira Bond. I am the associate principal of Imhotep Charter High School. I am also a performance artist. I practice traditional West African arts, which includes drumming, masquerade, folklore, and performance. As a leader, I think I'm a very empathetic leader. I lead multiple kinds of people as a educational leader and professional. I work with young people. I also work with facilitators, or we call them facilitators, but educators, teachers. I work with my administrative staff. As a cultural arts leader, I do a lot of community programs. I work in the community through a lot of like festivals and community outreach things. For instance, like Kwanzaa or Black History, or even like the summertime during festivals and things like that. I'm always working with people and trying to instill good qualities and values in people through the arts. Probably my first leadership role model would be my mother, who is now deceased as an ancestor. She was like very pivotal, not only in my life, but in the life of my children. She was also an educator for 32 years. She taught in Philadelphia, like 5th grade for 32 years straight. And then once she retired, she worked with my children. She worked with myself. She supported like everyone around me, like all of my friends. And I think that, you know, just her passion for what she did, like it was like an internal thing. I always say that like education and teaching and leadership is not for everybody, but it's a calling. It's like a spiritual thing. And one of the mantras that I always say for our young people is many are called, and the young people would say few are chosen, because this kind of work is not for everyone, like I mentioned, but the few that are chosen to do this work, they just have to be encouraged to be able to do it, and they can do it. Love is the passion for what you do. I mean, it shows up. One of the things that I've learned in, you know, just being involved in the international community, and even in Africa, they have a different kind of definition of how love is exhibited. You know, it's not through your words. It's not through like you telling someone, I love you, I love you, I love you. It doesn't mean anything. I mean, not really, but love is really, I think it is evaluated or is shown most through your actions. Like what is your passion? So even when you feel like giving up, what kind of makes you keep moving on? What makes you keep pushing towards what you're doing, the passion of it? And so I talk to a lot of young people all the time, like, you know, love is understanding the things that you don't want to do, but doing them anyway, because you know that you have made a commitment, and that commitment is the most important thing. I think love is important, and you know, just being a person who has their fingers on the pulse of the young people, I think love is truly important, because our young people don't feel it. They don't understand, a lot of them, and not all of them. I mean, I'm not saying a blanket statement, but I'm just saying that like we need love, especially for our young people. One of the things that we did, we had rites of passage at our school, and we were able to do, rites of passage is gender specific, so we were able to do something special for the young ladies at our school, and it just meant so much to show them that they were appreciated, you know, in ways that they maybe never had felt before, or maybe ways in which they think that they should get it, this appreciation in other ways which aren't healthy a lot of times. And so just letting them know, like, you can be appreciated, you can be cared for, you can be loved, but it doesn't always have to look like what society would define it to look as. And I hope I'm making sense right now, but I think a lot of our young people kind of equate love with physical attraction, or like the love of a partner, or even sexual, sexual relationships, and that could be far from it. So my wife is, she is actually from Mali, West Africa. We got married in Mali, West Africa, and her passion for, I guess, when I talk about love and my definition of love, I think about her. I think about how she exhibits love. She doesn't, it's not something where it's like every day, I love you. And a lot of people find it really surprising, she doesn't even celebrate Valentine's Day. It's not a thing. It's one of those things where, every day, just the fact that I'm there, that I am consistent, for the children, for the family, for what, I've committed to, that kind of shows what love is and what commitment is. So I think, that would be and just the fact that I met her in Mali, West Africa. She didn't know anything about America. She didn't even speak English because I was speaking French. When I went to Mali the first time in 2007 is when I met her. And for her to just be able to trust me, for her family to be able to trust me to come to America, and now she speaks, and she has her own braiding shop. She's doing big things, but just initially for her to have the trust to be able to do that, I think that's showing the love. I think my other love for me is this drum. This is called a djembe, and I learned this drum and these traditions from many people in Philadelphia, many ancestors that I would in traditional culture, we would say pour a libation to or give respect to. One of my first teachers is Arthur Driscoll. We know him as Kofi Jimirai, Baba Robert Crowder. These people instilled in me selflessly to carry on a tradition, and that tradition has flourished in me, and I think that it has been able to go not only in my artistic career but also in my professional career.